Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a really close look at something interesting, excerpts from daily Zodiac vibes, love, career, and health predictions. Now, this source, it's kind of framed as a 5-minute cosmic catch-up, designed to give you a quick take on stars, signs, and, well, they say a little bit of soul, which is nice. We're focusing specifically on the predictions for one day, June 27th, 2025. So our mission today is basically to unpack these daily predictions. We want to see how they suggest the energies for, love, career, and health might play out for all 12 zodiac signs. The big question is, what could this all mean for you today?
Yeah, it's a really interesting approach for a daily guide. And they're quite clear these are offered up as vibes, right? Or maybe cosmic guides to think about. They're not saying this will happen. What I find quite neat is the structure. It's really concise, giving specific points for each sign across those key areas: love, career, health. Makes it super digestible, but still covers a lot of ground for what it is.
Okay, great. Let's dive in then and unpack what the cosmos supposedly had lined up for June 27th, 2025. We'll start, naturally, with Aries. So, for Aries, the source says, love is in the air today. Expect deep chats or flirty sparks, maybe both. And career-wise, you're the powerhouse. The advice is definitely to take charge. Health-wise, though, it's interesting. Energized, yes, but there's a warning: don't burn out. And a reminder, kind of basic but important, hydration is key.
Yeah, that's quite telling for Aries, isn't it? It really captures that active, dynamic nature we expect. But what's fascinating, like you said, is how it balances that high energy, that powerhouse vibe, with a really practical health reminder. Don't burn out, drink water.
Right.
It suggests even that Aries fire needs some grounding, some basic care to keep it going strong.
Good point. Okay, let's move from fiery Aries to earthy Taurus. For Taurus, love feels cozy. Think like cuddles, comfort food, sweet texts. Very nice.
Yeah, classic Taurus.
At work, the advice is pretty clear. Don't rush. Patience brings big rewards. And health seems steady, with a suggestion to maybe treat yourself. A chill night or even a spa moment.
You really see that consistent theme, don't you? Comfort, patience, nurturing. If we kind of connect this to the bigger picture for Taurus, it really emphasizes that groundedness, that need for security, and enjoying the senses, taking things slow.
Yeah, a very nurturing vibe. Okay, shifting gears now to Gemini. For Gemini, romantic energy is apparently buzzing, and your charm is off the charts.
Okay.
In your career, it says your voice matters. So pitch, present, persuade. Use that voice. Health vibe is interesting. Stay active, but also keep your mind calm. Maybe, it suggests, meditate for 5 minutes.
That's a really interesting blend, isn't it? The communication focus and the need for mental calm. It does raise that important question, especially for Gemini. How do you balance being so outwardly expressive, so communicative, with finding that inner quiet?
Exactly.
That 5-minute meditation suggestion, it feels quite pointed, like a practical tool to manage all that mental energy.
Makes sense. All right, next is Cancer. For Cancer, you're feeling all the feels today. Love is deep, meaningful. The advice is to lean into it.
Deep emotional currents.
Career brings clarity, apparently, with a prompt to really trust your gut. And health-wise, it's about taking care of your emotional space. It even suggests journaling could be magic.
Yeah, it's interesting how it specifically highlights that emotional care, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And linking it so directly to overall well-being. For Cancer, intuition is huge. But notice it says trust your gut, especially in career. It's not just feeling it, but acting on it. That's a subtle but powerful nudge.
Oh, that's a great point. Actionable intuition. Okay, Leo.
Yeah.
Leo, you're shining, people notice. Love is fiery but fun.
Sounds about right for Leo.
At work, this is your time. Stand out, don't hold back. And physically, your body's ready to move. Hit that workout or, dance it out.
Yeah, the theme is just so consistently about self-expression and energy, isn't it? What's fascinating here is that consistent call to just embrace your natural radiance. Be seen, be bold. It's woven through love, work, even physical health.
Totally. Okay, from the spotlight to the details. Virgo. For Virgo, love is in the little things today. Small acts mean big love.
The practical side of affection.
At work, your structure, your organization, that's what keeps everything flowing. So use it. Health needs a check-in, it says. Maybe lighten the diet. Or, again, hydrate more. Seems like hydration is a theme.
It does. And for Virgo, this practical, detail-oriented advice makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It really highlights how those small, consistent actions, that attention to detail, contribute to their overall sense of balance and well-being.
Yeah.
That plays to their strengths.
Right. Leveraging what they do best. Okay, Libra. Libra, romance sounds lovely. Sweet and peaceful today, perfect for quality time.
Harmony.
Career-wise, doors open through collaboration. So say yes to group ideas, work together. And for health, find your balance.
Yeah.
It suggests a calm night in could restore you. Very Libra.
It really is. If you step back and look at the bigger picture for Libra here, it's all about harmony, isn't it? Balance in relationships, synergy at work, restoration for personal well-being. It's that equilibrium they seek.
Definitely. Now, for a different kind of intensity, Scorpio. Scorpio, love is intense, but there's a little warning. Just be sure it's two-way.
Ooh, important caveat.
Career-wise, you're in the zone. Push forward with purpose. Focused energy. Health tip. Recharge in solitude. Says even a 15-minute break can clear your head.
That blend is fascinating, isn't it? That deep intensity and focus, but coupled with a crucial need for personal space, for solitude. What's interesting here is that emphasis on purposeful action alongside the need for internal recharging. One seems to fuel the other for Scorpio.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, adventure in love, the answer is yes, please. Be bold, share your feelings. Career nudges you to try something new, take that leap. And health needs the outdoors. Walk, hike, beach, whatever lifts your mood. Get out there.
It really captures that Sagittarian spirit of exploration, doesn't it? This raises an important question, really, about how seeking those new experiences, whether it's emotional vulnerability, career risks, or just being outside, can invigorate all the different parts of your life.
Totally. Adventure as a holistic theme. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, the advice is to open up in love. Vulnerability, it says, makes you stronger.
Interesting for Capricorn.
Career goals are in sight. Now's the time to take action, push forward. And a very practical health note.
Yeah.
Don't ignore your posture. Stretch, realign, move a little more today.
Yeah, that vulnerability piece is key. Challenging that perhaps more guarded nature. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it suggests strength comes from both that internal openness and physical structure, physical well-being.
Yeah.
Like the posture advice, it's a blend.
Internal and external structure aligning. Okay, Aquarius. For Aquarius, the message is love your weirdness. It's what makes you lovable. Be unique.
I like that.
Career needs your innovation today. Think wild, think smart. Bring those unique ideas. Health is sharp, it says. Great day to declutter your space or, interestingly, your mind.
What's fascinating there is that direct link they make between self-acceptance, embracing your weirdness, and innovative thinking.
Right.
And then connecting that to mental clarity, like decluttering. It suggests authenticity fuels both creativity and focus.
Yeah, very cool connection. Okay, last but not least, Pisces. Finally, Pisces. Love feels dreamy. Trust your vibe, it says. It's leading somewhere good.
Trusting intuition.
Career might surprise you. Follow those intuitive nudges. Don't ignore them. And creativity heals today. Art, music, writing, whatever it is for you, can do wonders for your soul.
That really emphasizes the power of intuition and creative expression for Pisces, doesn't it? It raises an important question about how powerful those creative outlets can be for supporting emotional and mental health, especially for such an intuitive sign.
Absolutely. So that wraps up our deep dive into these daily zodiac vibes for June 27th, 2025. It's been really interesting seeing the themes emerge across the signs, and I like how the source itself closes. Remember, these vibes are here to guide you, not define you. It definitely gives you something to think about, right? How might these kinds of vibes resonate with your own day, your own experiences?
It really does. And I think this whole exploration invites us to consider something broader, perhaps. How any form of daily guide, whether it's this or setting an intention or a mindful moment, how it can serve as a prompt for reflection. It kind of pushes you, the listener, to tune into your own feelings, your own intentions for the day. Not as a strict rule book, but as maybe a conversation starter with yourself.
A conversation starter with yourself. I like that. A great final thought.